Next, we're going to work on the guitar rhythm right here, because it starts off the song. Unmute it. Let's hear it. Now, if you notice, it only plays in the intro and then over here. Doesn't play in the rest of the song. So we can focus on just those sections. Let's solo it. I can tell right away this is not played through an amp. It sounds like it's recorded direct, plugged from the guitar right into the computer. Doesn't have much tone to it, and it sounds a little plasticky. So I'd like to try to do, rather than worrying about EQ or compression, is add an amplifier to this, or a cabinet simulator. So let's bypass this plugin, and let's try a few out. We could use the Sans amp again. Or we could use Vintage Amp Room by Softtube. But there's another one I've been checking out lately, and it's part of Easy Mix 2 by TuneTrack. Which is a plugin designed to mix your whole song by using presets on each track. But it just so happens it has a really good amplifier simulator. Choose guitars. These are filters. Amp and cabinet. I'm going to choose the preset pack, Classic Amps, which is designed just for recreating amplifiers. And there's a bunch of presets to choose from. So let's hear them. Notice how dramatically we could change the sound compared to this. It sounds much more interesting going through the amp simulators. I think I preferred the first one. 15-watt vintage. And we can play with some parameters right down here. But one of the things I like to do with this is adjust the input to change the amount of gain being added. It's a little too distorted. Before? That's pretty weak. Not so good. But it still sounds a bit dry to me. Let's add some reverb to this. Let's close it. Go to our sends. Let's create a new send here. New track. We'll name it guitar verb and make it mono. That makes a new track here, which is an effects return. We'll solo safe it, and we'll put a plugin on there to create some reverb. Let's choose Air Spring Reverb, and it's a mono reverb. Let's choose a preset. Let's find one. And give it some signal. It's a little too long. That's better. Let's hear another. That's way too long. Let's go back to this one. Just a bit. Before and after. Much better. Just to give it some ambience to it. It's also a very vintage sounding effect, like a spring reverb that's built into the amp. But I still think it could cut a bit more. So let's add some EQ to it. We'll get rid of this one and start over. I want to add some upper mid-range to make it a bit brighter, so it cuts more. Before, after. Turn the track. Let's hear in the next section. Nice. That sounds a lot better to me. And it's a more interesting intro for the song. Before and after. It sounds like the guitar is played to a vintage amp. Let's take the effects return over here. Let's give it its own color. I like to use yellow for effects returns, just so I know what they are. Let's put it at the end, after the master fader, just so they're out of the way. Let's hear this again. Sounds pretty good to me. So let's move on and do the next track.